You mentioned that you're 32 weeks and you feel like your baby is really low in your pelvis, and you're wondering if this is going to make your labor go faster. It's so hard to say. It's so hard to say when you're going to go into labor, hopefully not until at least after 37 weeks. That's when you're considered full term. And it's hard to say if you'll go fast once you actually start. There's a lot of different factors that go into a labor length, and probably the biggest one is how much prep work your body has done prior to the time when you start having regular contractions. So the natural course of things is that your body releases hormones called prostaglandins. They act on the cervix and soften it, move it forward in your pelvis, and start to thin it out. So yes, that means at some point your cervix was thick, so far back in your pelvis that if someone tried to check you, they may find your tonsils first. And it can actually be like hard in consistency. So these prostaglandins do things to ripen your cervix. That's the actual medical term we use. Move it forward, soften it, thin it out. And then when your brain starts to release oxytocin, that causes the uterus to contract. And if your body is well primed and prepped for labor, then once oxytocin is released, then as long as the contractions are strong and frequent enough, they should change your cervix or get you to dilate. And that's the true definition of labor, not just contractions, but cervical change. Now, here's where the head comes in. If the head is super low in your pelvis and well applied on the cervix, then that's going to cause your contractions to be more intense and more frequent, hopefully helping you dilate faster. But just the head being low in and of itself isn't necessarily an indication of labor length going faster or happening sooner. However, if you start to feel lots of pressure, if you have a constant lower abdominal cramping sensation, a constant lower backache, or you feel like you're having contractions that are coming and going, it would be best to call your doctor or get checked out in the hospital, and they can make sure that you're not having any issues with preterm labor. If you have any other questions for me, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms, and recommend us to your friends and family too.